Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is September 18th, and looking way, way, way back in 1848 on this day, baseball rules first baseman can tag the base for an out instead of the runner. Now, a couple things come to mind. This is like pre-Civil War, okay? That just amazes me, okay? And then, what do you think it was before they could tag the base? Was it like tackle it first? You think first base was a lot like home plate was, where people are running into first place, just bowling over the first baseman, knocking the ball out of his hand, up until 1848? Did I say 1948 earlier? Anyway, good thing the letters are there for you. Hobby news, a lot of hobby news today. Hero Price, Star Stock Challenge update, Diamond in the Rough article, Panini Direct update, Bowman Best announced. Today, more great YouTube content. Man, it's getting a lot of good stuff out there. It's just hard to keep up with it all. What did you miss yesterday? Well, the forecast. A new thing from Sports Card Investor we'll review. Dinging Quarters, talking about Topps rookie cards. Buster back with Pull Wax. NBA offseason targets from Northeast Ohio Sports Cards. Good and bad news in the rise of popularity of sports cards from Gary V. Beckett Live with Mike Summer. And Thursday Night Sports Cards with Money Malone and Personal Finance Dad. So let's get into the content. First of all, let's look at Hero prices. I mean, Hero is continuing to just put up some serious minutes and numbers. The Heat won again last night, so they're up 2-0. There are a lot of other good rookies. Porter's in there, but this guy is almost a starter right now. Look at his card prices, right? Base card, Prism, PSA 10, $290, holding great value. Raw is at 40. I remember I was buying that at 15. His silver's at 1,000 basically, and probably will go over that. That's pretty strong considering the offseason and most basketball cards are dipping. So really cool to see. Over in Star Stock in their fantasy in their football competition, Mike, first week's results are out, 2 of 17 weeks. Matthew Berry up, leading. Brett McGarth from Stocking Slabs in third, cheering for Brett. Yay, Brett. And a couple other names there. I think it's interesting. Some people made some moves, some people didn't. Some people are up. I think it's interesting Matthew Berry's up. You think he really is into trading cards too, man? That would be pretty cool if he is. Or at least this might get him into it. Diamond in the Rough, great article on Sports Card Investor. Highlight of this really is going into the update series and the update holiday series that comes out. And I remember these packs. I remember having these and opening them with the boys, and I honestly don't remember getting anything super big in it, but I do remember these cards, and I agree. This is kind of a diamond in the rough. People kind of take this pack, the holiday series for granted. It normally sits on the shelf. I don't think that will happen this year. Although this year, will be interesting. Bowman Best Baseball was announced on Sports Collectors Daily. Release date is December 16th. Gives you a little information about Baseball Best Holiday Release Set. Panini updates. They dropped a bunch of articles on the blog. I'm not going to go over each one of them. Flawless Basketball highlight, Opulence highlight, Draft Picks Baseball. They have Phoenix Football. That's a pretty cool looking die cut there as well. I think we talked already about the basketball coming out, black basketball. Over on the market here, you got black basketball coming out in a few days. Opulence at $2,400 a box. That is just sickening. This is a Dutch oven auction where they're going to just fry us up there in that one. I want to remind you guys that Topps did a raffle for their Bowman Chrome Ben Baller, and yet we're still getting Panini to just stick it to us. This is interesting. Certified still available for $254 on the website. Just that surprises me. Into content. The forecast. So this is Sports Card Investor's younger sister, who is a sports commentator down in the Miami area. This is a great episode talking about players and their impact in upcoming weeks, right? So talked about tonight last night, Baker Mayfield and his performance, which was pretty damn good, right? And how that impacts his card. So she talks about players and the games coming up this weekend. So this is going to be every week, the forecast. And looking from early, feedback, I think this will be a hot show to tune into. Dinging Corners, another hot show to check out every week, talking about baseball cards. Talk a little bit about Topps baseball rookie cards dipping a little bit, which I think is interesting because I know basketball's dipped. I'm a little surprised baseball's dipped. I don't think baseball was doing it as strong, but I was surprised with the dip. And it, again, makes me wonder a little bit about what's going on. Like, is football? I'm still a little cautious on football. I will tell you that. I'm gonna be in the shallow pool in the football this year. This is my feet in, maybe up to my knee. Buster has a conversation with Pull Wax CEO. Cool conversation. I honestly had no idea who Pull Wax was until I watched the video. So check that out. Another great breakdown from Northeast Ohio Sports Cards, talking about how to use market movers, how he uses it, and talking about some of the players that he recommends investing in, and some really good insight as far as basketball goes, and some trends he's seeing with some of the data. Really good episode here. It's Gary V. I guess I missed when he did this live. Because this is, I think is recorded on a Saturday. He released it yesterday. I did go in here. I don't know if this is going to still be here, but I did tag all of the freaking parts of this video for you guys. So if you get a chance, go in there. This might be a little helpful. Of course, I'm doing this because I'd like to get some visibility on the Gary V. Subscribe to Sports Cards Daily. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm trying, man. I only got 600 something subscribers. It's like every day, man. Hustle for a sub. Hustle for a sub. Some of you guys get subs in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Beckett Live presents Mike Summers. Great conversation. Big fan of both. Really enjoyed listening into this conversation last night. And I think last but not least, Personal Finance Dad just making the rounds, right? He was on for a few hours last night with Sports Card Live. He's on with Money Malone. I think what I found most interesting about this video, and I hope this is taken in a positive way, when I started watching Dustin, this guy was a novice and really didn't, he was learning the hobby, and he was asking great questions and posting stuff. In this video, he is like the mentor, just preaching wisdom to the novice here. And it's cool. I mean, I know Money Malone just came into the hobby recently in the sports cards, and I think there's a lot of that. But what I will say is there's something to talk about when it comes to experience over just, talking about it. Experience still goes a long way. So big fan of these guys. I love seeing what they're doing, and I hope you enjoyed the content that we went over today. Last flash there on the highlights. More YouTube content coming later. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like, comment. You know what I also like is some feedback. Like, what are you looking for as far as new content providers, other things, other resources out there? Help me help you kind of thing. That's it, guys. Have a great day.